Hey! Ultra Games! Welcome to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
The first Teenage
Again!
Mutant Ninja Turtles. On the NES. Even though we're playing on the Switch right now. But just bear with us.
Okay, so, in the grand scheme of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, which one is this one? Because it's just called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but so are like 10 other games.
So, the arcade game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, which we know as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game on the NES, is the original arcade game, and like I think one of the first Turtle games that was made. I think specifically by Konami. And then they came out with this game, and it wasn't an arcade port at all. It's a completely just brand new kind of thing. And it's just weird because it's technically the first in the NES collection, but it's not the original arcade game that came out.
So it is the first?
It is the first in the NES collection.
So did it come out before the arcade port?
I believe it came out for the TMNT 2? For the NES?
The arcade port of the original arcade game.
No, this came out before the arcade port.
Okay.
So this
is technically TMNT 1.
Yes, this is TMNT 1.
Which is why the arcade port was probably called 2.
TMNT 2, because I guess people were kind of like, this isn't the arcade game, and then they ported that to the home systems.
Okay.
So it's weird, slightly confusing, but basically they just made an entirely just original game around this whole thing. In fact, so original, this actually had a different Japanese title entirely because they didn't have it in Japan yet. TMNT did not make that leap yet.
Yeah, so, of all the TMNT games we've done, this is TMNT 1.
Yep.
And we have thus far done TMNT, the arcade game, and TMNT 2.
2, yes. So, we have not done the first one yet.
This is also making a guest unintentional appearance on the in the Games I Have a Score to Settle With series.
Yeah, I mentioned doing this one just like the other day, and you were like, oh, I have a score to settle with this one. And I was like, really? Oh, all right. Then we'll do that, I guess.
So I don't know pretty much. Like, I've played this game as a kid, and it just kicked the crap out of me. Like, I don't know how to do anything. But is that because the game is likely to kick the crap out of you, or is that because I was a dumb kid? We're gonna find out. Maybe both.
I remember playing
Maybe
this.
I'm a dumb adult.
That's probably true, too. I remember playing this. My parents must have gone on a date night or something, and they dropped me off at a babysitter, or they were taking...
Come here, I'm gonna stab you.
They were taking my older sister to something, and they dropped me off at a babysitter, and the babysitter had this game, and I had a ball with this game. And that's just the only thing I remember, is just having the best of time with this game. It's known as Geki Kami Ninja Den in Japan, because they didn't have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles translated over there yet. So that was apparently the idea was that was going to be...
Kame is turtle, turtle ninja. Den is usually short for
Legend.
densetsu.
Yeah.
Which is legend. I don't know what Geki means.
Yeah, it depends on what the kanji is, but it's like, I guess that was the idea that was like their original name was going to be that for TMNT over in Japan, but then they just eventually just called it TMNT.
Okay, so just for starters, oh crap. So just for starters, there's a top view and a side view areas. Like I go down in the thing and that's side view. While I'm up here, the A button does nothing. The B button attacks. The start button opens this menu.
Where you can select one of your turtles.
They appear to each have an individual health bar.
They do, yes. It's basically you have 4 lives between all the turtles.
So you've got 4 turtles.
Yes.
To get through this. The start button opens that. The select button does nothing.
Welcome to the select button. Well,
Yeah.
I said welcome to the select button on the NES.
So we are playing this on the Turtle Collection,
Yeah, the Cowabunga collection.
which means there is also an R button that brings up some interesting things. Okay, so that doesn't matter, and you guys can't see it anyway. Means I'm gonna have to cut that off.
Yeah.
Strategy guide.
Yes, this is a perfect little add-on to everything because it is 100% a strategy guide with maps.
Mr. Invincibility. Fight!
And it does have maps.
This is great because this is like absolutely an of-era strategy guide.
Oh, it is 100% feels like straight out of like Nintendo Power.
Yeah, this is
I
special
love
made
it.
for this game.
Yes, this is like
This is not like just a scan of the original. Special made for this game, which means they owned up to this every step of the way, and it's great.
and you can zoom in too.
Oh, there's the interact button. Whoop. Back.
And if you go left or right, you can change tips when you zoom in. So you interact, and then you just go like change tip, and you just go around whatever area you need to.
Okay, so area 1, area 3. Okay, so that's just that. So this is where we are right now.
Yeah, so you are at number 1 right now.
So we are at number 1. So what do you get for going in number 1?
you just go up to...
You get pizzas and you come out at the other number 1.
Which is assumedly for the fact that you need to get past the tank without getting flattened by it.
That's a good point. I have not actually tried fighting the tank. This also has rewinds. So I can't attack. Man, you do just get flattened.
Yep,
That's just that.
Yep, and your turtle just instantly dies, so... Let's try to avoid the tank. And I don't really think you can avoid the tank. I think that's why they drop you by the sewer. Or you can just
Haha,
ignore it
nerd.
completely. Yeah, it's a roller.
Pizza.
Pizza. So yeah, you do need to come down through sewer too.
Okay, so I'm going to use the heck out of the strategy guide, by the way.
Please do. It is there for you to work through what you need to.
Okay, so we have to go in area 2.
Yes.
And that's going to take us to...
A boss fight with Bebop.
A boss fight, and then it'll take us out on 2. So... Hey, jerk. Okay, so, side view. So I can standing attack. If I press up, I can attack up. If I press down, I can attack... Yeah, eat it. So that... Pressing down does a down attack. It is not a duck attack. Otherwise, jump, yada yada. Select button doesn't do anything.
The select button is when you get the sub-weapons. You just don't have the sub-weapon yet.
Threw a ninja star at me. How dare he?
So here's a fun fact that I don't think people actually really get unless you like look into stuff about this. Every enemy actually does have a hit value dependent on a turtle's weapon.
So if I can kind of modulate my jump. If I jump real high, it locks you into this, like, you're just gonna spin now.
Pretty much.
So I think I'm coming up on Boss Man.
This would be Bebop.
I don't know how to fight him, so I'm just gonna stab him until he dies.
Well, don't. Make sure you switch out turtles too.
I did it.
Because you can switch out turtles basically anytime you want to.
Now we're over here. I have no health. Now I have health. That's what I wanted.
You can save if you want to. I was playing through and it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so we are over there now.
So you need to go building 3.
Yeah, so there's a building 3. That doesn't tell me what building 3... Oh, no, it shows up top. There is pizza and more pizza inside.
It's just for healing, you can ignore building 3 altogether.
Yeah, and then 4 takes us to there.
I think 5 is basically the only one you need to...
Yeah, and 4 doesn't do anything. There's an invincibility, but you don't actually have to go in.
What does Mr. Invincibility even do?
Well, it's probably an invincibility power-up.
Actually, interact, see if it takes you over. Ah, man, I thought I would have said something.
And then there's 5, which takes you out the other 5. There is pizza involved, and that takes you to building 6, which has another boss fight.
I mean, I'd almost go into building 3 just to get the pizza, to get the
Oh, yeah,
heal
for
up
sure.
Leo, but there's also the fact you'll probably take more damage getting in there.
Stab the crap out of a guy, don't you test me.
And then basically Donnie's the one you keep alive because his hitbox on his bow staff is just broken for this game.
Like, it's Donnie, then Leo, and you already saw how low Raph's range was.
I don't know which is the least used turtle. It's a contest between Raph and Mikey, and I think there might be a thing to say for Raph being a little more important. But like you need Donnie and Leo just to survive like almost anything in here.
The guy's kind of dumb.
And that should be a full pizza.
Nice that they give you that after a boss fight.
I like how the turtle on TMNT changes color depending on what turtle you're using.
Palette swapping.
Yep.
Hey. Hey. Cut that out. Nope.
Don't you remember Chainsaw Man from
I do remember Chainsaw Man.
TMNT?
I know I outrange you. Can I hit you if I do this? Yes, I can. And I have more range doing that. Okay, I don't remember any ninjas on the bottom. I just remember a lot of these guys.
I have no idea what those are. For the life of me, I think that putty thing is like the closest to like almost a foot soldier, but I know foot soldiers show up.
Okay, so this one, there was nothing in this one. This was the Mr. Invincibility one.
Yeah. So you have to go through 5.
And this one I have to go in. What if I go up?
Nope.
Nope.
Gotta go through.
I want that pizza, but I don't know what that guy is.
The helicopter thing or the putty guy?
Helicopter thing. Well, he's gone now.
He's gone forever. Oh yeah, they stay invisible until they like uninvisible themselves. I think the one thing that it's funny, it's like people hate this game because it's like so weird. Oh yeah, they occasionally throw like mini bosses that almost mean nothing.
Yeah, by the way, I learned that I can outrange you by doing literally this.
It's just like
come over here.
It's like a normal enemy they just gave more health to for some reason.
He also just walks back and forth, so I can just like walk up and hit him in the back.
But
I did it. Good job, me.
Yeah.
Can we scroll that camera?
Honestly, I think this game is just a lot better than people give credit to. I think the dam level's the one that gets everyone. Because it's like...
Oh, man.
It's a little hard early on, because you're not used to everything. Also, the music's just great.
You want to wake up?
Some of this music's just like, oh yeah.
He's always looking at me.
It's a rock band from Part 8.
Oh my goodness, fine, I'm just leaving. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, they take more than one hit, too. What about with Donnie? What about with Donnie? If each weapon does... Oh, he doesn't have a swing. It's gonna make hitting guys in the air kind of hard. What's your jump attack? Garbage. Garbage.
I think Raph might be the bad one, because Mikey actually has a little more range than Raph.
I don't think I need to kill these guys, but I'm gonna.
Just for safety.
Well, he's not coming back.
Yeah, he off screen himself. It's a laser shooting robot.
Yeah, can I leave? So I'd really like it if enemies, like, took some kind of hit stun.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how do you... Okay, there's a guy again. Let's sacrifice somebody we don't care about. I'm also learning the advantages of ignoring enemies. Like, just don't fight them.
Oh, get back up there. Oh, I mean, off. You're gonna have to move the screen, but you can get back up there once Rocksteady shows up. And then you just change to Donnie, and this is the easiest boss fight in, like, almost human history.
Haha! Big dumb man can't jump.
It's like he's supposed to be a hard boss fight, and everyone just figured out, it's like, oh, Donnie's bow staff is weirdly coded. So you just stay up here, crouch, and attack, and beat him up this whole time.
Look, I said that I have a score to settle with this game, and if cheating means settling that score, I am happy to.
It is not cheating within the programming of the game.
Oh, I'll use rewinds if I got to. I'm not.
Oh, that's whatever.
I'm gonna beat the crap out of this game. I don't give a crap. That's how settling scores work.